Rick here. We are in Sylvan, Kansas. It is a little chilly, it's 48 degrees and it's kind of windy, so I'm hoping it don't interfere with the video too much. We're right here, we're sitting in front of the Sylvan Grove Railroad Depot, which is just kind of cool. Sylvan Grove is probably maybe an hour from Salina, Kansas. It's just kind of a cute little place. We're going to be going to another location here just after a while. But right now we're going to take a tour of Sylvan Grove, Kansas. It is kind of windy today. And it's about, a little over a 3-hour drive from our home base. But we're doing what we like to do. We are exploring our world. Our, not really neck of the woods, but pretty close. We're not that far out. So we're just going to kind of walk around here a little bit, and then we're going to walk down Main Street, and then we got another location to go to. That concrete doesn't look like it's that old, and I don't know if they give tours inside of this or not. They may not. I really don't have any idea. But like I say, that's what we're doing this morning, and that's what we're going to do. There's an old, I don't know if that like tested the tracks, or I'm not sure what function that performed, but we're going to be taking pictures, and looks like all this is fairly new. They got these posts here that line around the depot. I think back home it's like almost 70 degrees, and here it's like 48. But we're just going to kind of look around here a little bit. And just explore around here a little bit. Oh boy, there goes the wind today. Walk on, and then when we get done, I'm going to take a few pictures, and then we're going to go on. So here we go. We are walking downtown Sylvan Grove, Kansas. Boy, I tell you what, it's about what? See, a little over 20 degrees cooler here than it is at home. It's 48 here and it's 70, something like that, here back in Winfield. Hopefully this won't take very long, and we can go on to our next destination. Going to kind of walk out here a little bit. This is Farmers Elevator Company. This is where they weigh their grain or something like that. Farmers Elevator Company. It won't take very long. It's just not that big of a little town. Now this building here, this J&R Feeds, it almost looks like their building is lined with like the old ceiling tile. That's what that looks like. It really does. But then you can see the stone that it was built with. That's kind of unique. It's kind of got a reddish tint to it. But the facade, the front of this, looks like the old ceiling tiles. That's what it looks like to me. It'd be nice if we could a lot more. Coors beer in front of it. Now it may not be a bar anymore. It may not be, I don't know. Have no idea. And then they have a Sylvan Senior Center, and the lights are all on. So that looks like that might still be in operation. And then it says team, a lemon lime drink. That's a very old sign. That is a very old sign. When I get down here at the end of the street, I want to take some pictures, then we're going to go on. There's some more of that reddish type of stone. Here and take a peek inside. No, there's nothing here no more. Boy, that's a nice clear glass to look through. And here's our post office, Sylvan Grove, Kansas. And then this building says Clam's Place with a Ford. I'm assuming that's, I'm not sure. Mopar, oh, that's a Challenger. That's a Dodge Challenger on one end, Ford, and then Mopar on the other. Okay. And then we got, looks like a bank building up here. The Bennington State Bank. And we're right on the corner of First and Main. That all looks fairly new too, that concrete work right there. And then this building right straight ahead of us looks very old. Yeah, it's definitely a bank. It's got the drive-through, and there's a Bennington State Bank on that piece of stone there. That is an old building. Old building. We may just try to take a peek. Windows are kind of dirty. Oh, look at that on that inside. Oh. Look at all that old stonework in there. Wow. Very old. That's different. And again, another Coors sign there. Now this building up here is his hometown convenience, cold beer, ice, lake supplies, coffee, snacks, groceries, and it looks like it's open. Live bait sold here, so that is very much an active store, I guess. And then this says honey, Labertu honey or something like that. But the bee shop. I imagine they sell honey in there. Coming up one of the last buildings on this side of Main Street. And again, very old building. Yesterday House on one side that says museum. Huh. Yesterday House Museum. Now through June, Sundays 1 to 5. Closed July and August, September and October, Sundays 1 to 5. Okay, all right. Well, that's one side of Sylvan. And this down here looks like an old. I'm just pretty sure that this was a gas station at one time, because you can see where the pumps were, most likely. Yeah, this is definitely an old gas station. Isn't that cool? It's very windy today. You see, here's where the gas pumps would have been, and there's the old gas station. That's just really cool to find that in these little smaller communities. Okay, we're going to go across the street. We're going to walk down the other side. I'm going to take a few pics, and then we're going to go on to our next destination. This is out here a little ways. We're not. It's. There's not a whole lot around this area. And there's towns like 15 miles away or something of that nature. But here's a Sylvan Grove is a fiber powered community. Okay, it says 92 miles of fiber optic cable installed to offer voice, video, and high-speed data services to over 200 Sylvan Grove area homes and businesses. Look here, an old telephone booth. Wow, that is crazy. I wonder if we got a dial tone. Do you think we have a dial tone? I bet we do not. Yeah, there's actually a dial tone. That is so cool. Now this building, another old building, don't look like there's any information regarding what it might have been at one time. This will not take that long. We're going to take a few pics and go on our way. I mean, it's a pretty day. It's a real pretty day, but it's windy and a little chilly. But that's where we're at this morning. I'll probably start down here with the railroad depot and just take a few pics and we'll be on our way. I bet you at one time there may have been another building attached to this one, but then again I have no idea. It looks like there was windows there at one time. They got this fixed up pretty nice. It says runway, it says, is currently closed. It looks like it's a cafe of sorts. They may only be open in the evening hours or whatever. Flyboy Brewery and Eats. Wow, that's cool. Across the street where the bank is actually got the Sylvan State Bank across the top of it. So that was originally a bank to begin with, and they just kept it a bank. complex, and right along the side of this old building there's a sign that says Sylvan Grove bank robbery. So evidently this might have been a bank at one time. Let's go around. It looks like it might have been a bank at one time. It does. It looks like it very well could have been a bank at one time. It's got that two-tone colored stone. That's unique. This is probably limestone. I think limestone was pretty popular in this area. Color. And most of these are made of this says post 59. I don't think I've ever seen stonework like that before. It's really kind of unique. It's really a pretty old building. A pretty and old building. There's nothing to suggest what it might have been at one time. Sylvan Grove City Hall, and then over here it says library. Sylvan Grove Library. Alright, well, I think that's just about it. We're going to stop here, take some pictures, and then try to go to our next destination. And this is the Sylvan Grove Rural Fire District. Okay, well, I found this again on Google Maps, and it just looked kind of interesting. This little community. So, bear with us. We'll be back in a little bit. And we will see you then. But that was a tour of Sylvan Grove. We'll see you then. Okay. I apologize for the wind. It is extremely windy today. I'll do the best I can. We are at the SouthFork Spillman Creek Double Arch Bridge. This bridge was built by Lincoln County in 1908 under the supervision of John Edward Beverly. The limestone rocks with which it was built were quarried in the hills to the southwest and transported to this site. The arches are semicircles with the south arch being 20 feet in diameter and the north arch 24 feet in diameter. The length of the arches is 20 feet. To support the rocks as they were laying, temporary wooden arches were constructed and then removed when the rock at the uppermost point of the arch was placed. At this point, the arches were self-supporting. The original bridge did not have the now existing concrete deck. It possessed stone banisters on both sides and were removed when it became necessary to widen the bridge. In 1946, the state made this a state highway and surfaced it with asphalt. In 1993, to remove the sharp curves in the roadway, the road was moved to the west to its present position and a new bridge was built. Okay. I was trying to get down to the camera so that you can hear what I'm saying. This is the actual public highway right here that you're looking at right here. We're going to do a complete walk around so you can see this is the actual old roadway. You can see the yellow line in the asphalt. And we're going to look out over Spillman Creek, although it's not much of a creek. It might have been at one time. I'm looking directly over the Stone Arch Bridge, and we're going to go down. We're going to take a look at it. But that's this one side over here. Now we're going to walk to the other end, and then we're going to go back down and see if we can get a good look at these stone arches. I am trying to muffle the sound of the wind so you can hear what I'm saying. Now see, the road ends right about here is where the old road ends. Now we're going to go there on the highway. Now we're going to go on the other side. This is the other side of Spillman Creek. And the Beverly, that's the name of town after was Beverly, Kansas, not too far from here. That's what led to Spillman Creek. It's just a warm, sunny, non-windy day today. It's just not. But it's going to be what it is. Now we've actually got a gazebo over here. We're going to go check it out. And then we're going to go look at the arches. Because it had the information on it. Now see, you can get both sides of the right there. The arch. And the building when we were at Sylvan Grove, the very same buildings used these identical stones. I think it'd be a cool way to get down there, but I don't see it. And I'm not going to go down there. Let's go back up to this gazebo and take a look at the gazebo here real quick. Man, I didn't pick a very good day to drive out here. I really didn't. Okay, here's the gazebo. We're going to maybe block some of the wind a little bit. Building the bridge. This double arch bridge is an amazing demonstration of the engineering of architecture and planning. Stone arch bridges were popular in the early 20th century, central Kansas, where limestone was in abundant supply. However, consider that the stones, each weighing about 100 pounds, had to be quarried, shaped, and sized by hand, while soft using a chisel or other tools. Then loaded onto a horse-drawn wagon and hauled 1/2 mile to this side and unloaded down the creek bank. The foundation had to be dug by hand deep enough and wide enough to support the weight of the entire bridge. How did the workers divert the water to be able to dig the foundation? A wooden arch form was used, but when it was removed, the weight and pressure of the stones against each other had to hold securely. All of the arch stones had to be placed at an angle so that when the capstone in the center was set in place, the stone arch would remain in place. J.E. Beverly was awarded the contract to build the bridge in 1908 at a cost of $17 per cord, the cord being 128 cubic feet. No one knows for sure how many hours and days it took to build it. The fact that the bridge is still standing more than 100 years later attests to the skill and workmanship involved. The SouthFork Spillman Creek Double Arch Bridge is on the Register of Historic Kansas Places and is property of the Sylvan Historical Society. Now see, from up here you can even get a better view of the Double Arch Bridge. So now we're going to try to get a look at the actual Stone Arch Bridge, and this is awful. I thought it was going to be this windy today, or I probably wouldn't have. It does look like the sun's trying to come up, but I just wish that wind had died down a little bit. Look at this. That's really beautiful Stone Arch Bridge. I'm kind of glad that they do have it in their control, the Historical Society, because it's very much open to the public. I don't have to worry about other issues. Let's go down here and take a look at this very beautiful double arch Stone Arch Bridge. Look at that. That is just beautiful. I wish there's some way down to the bottom. There might be, but I don't know how to get down there. I've never seen a Stone Arch Bridge that had the concrete at the base. I've never seen that before. And again, I found this on Google Maps. You know what? I think I do know how they got down there, but I don't know if I'm going to walk down. It would make a good shot. It would make a good picture. Let me go over here and see what I can do. I keep thinking that down there. We've had a momentary lapse of wind, real bad wind right now, so that's all good. Let me walk over here and see what we can do. I wish what they would do is build a pathway, a safe pathway to get down there. But I don't know. Let me walk over here and see where we're at here. I might be able to traverse this if I get down here. But I just don't know. Well, no. No. I thought maybe I could. There's just no way down it. Not for me. No. Nope. It's filled full of rocks, big ones, and it's not advisable. And I'm not going to do it. We just have to get the best picture we can and get the best view that we can of it. Awful. Now I'm on the other side, right here. That's it. History of it out here. That's the first time I've seen one of these that actually had the history of the bridge. It's pretty cool. You know what? I may have found one down here. Don't look like it's that bad. So I think we're going to try it. Yeah, I think we did. Okay, this is doable. This is doable. Okay. Okay, we made it. We made it down here to the bottom, and we can actually get a better close-up view of this. Oh yeah, here we are. Wow, now that was cool. Yeah, now this is much better. Much better. Yeah, and there's a concrete, but I'm not going to go on the other side. It's filled full of branches. Now, if it wasn't been filled full of branches, I might have tried to get down there, but I'm not going to. It's just not worth getting hurt over. But I'll tell you what I can do. I can go ahead and walk underneath one of these arches. Not the other one, but I can this one. And really get up close and personal. Okay. Now here we are. We're actually underneath the Stone Arch Bridge. Huh, isn't that cool? And the other arch, of course, is over there. I'm going to get pictures, I'll guarantee it, before I get back up to the top. This is rather unique. I don't remember seeing the concrete like that before. Okay, now I am directly underneath one of the arches. As you can see, I'm right underneath the arches, and there's no wind, and that makes it really nice. Wow, how cool is this? This is the first for me. I've done a great many of these stone arch bridges, and I've never, well, I won't say never. I think the Andes Bridge, I got to go underneath it, but they're not. Because usually there's water, you know, they're over water, you know, and unless you're in a small boat, you can't do this. So this is kind of a different experience. Yeah, pretty cool. Wow. And see all the debris. There's no way I could walk through all that. See, I was going to try to go from up there, but then you've got all of this. Tree branches, so I just can't, I'm not going to do it. And there's a gazebo right up there. But I think this is going to be good enough. I'm going to take some pics, and I'll probably call it good for today. Hope you enjoyed the video today. Again, it's Monday. It is about 11:30 on this March 4th day. Alright guys, I think we're going to call it good for today. I'm going to get this while I'm down under here, and then we'll be on our way. Remember to go out and explore your world, but be safe, be careful, be aware of your surroundings, and just have fun. And just do whatever you enjoy doing on your day off or whatever it may be. Please like, subscribe, and share, and ring that notification bell. It will keep you current and up to date on all of our videos. So with that said, we're going to call it a day. And we will see you on the next video. So, goodbye for now.